Good morning, Libra. How are y'all doing? We will be using the Archangel Power Tarot today. This is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with everyone. It is an early morning read. It's 7 o'clock in the morning with Victoria Violet, Gypsy Roots Tarot, and Travel. You are so welcome here. Thank you so much to my... I don't know if that was an orb. That was really weird over my head. It went over my head. If you are new here, you are welcome. I do tarot. If you don't like tarot, please, you don't suffer. Oh my God, did you see that again? Don't suffer for being here. Please. Don't make me suffer either. Back to my beautiful subscribers. I call y'all members because to me you are members. I'm so grateful to you. I'm about 80 people away. 80 subscribers away. You already know I look Chinese in the morning. And it is nothing to be against my Chinese folks. I'm South Asian of ancestry. So I'm going to look Chinese. You know, I'm going to look Asian. Is what I mean to say. In the mornings especially. I can't help that. I can't help I got little eyes. Okay? In the morning. Y'all know I have my coffee in front of me, but you also know by now it's hot, so I can't drink it. Which makes me boo-hoo. For the other people that, man, y'all give me material. If I was a comedian, I'd be thanking you right now. Because y'all sure do give me a lot of material. Not only do y'all give me material to use in my videos, but I'll tell you what, sometimes y'all are funny, sometimes y'all are really weird and nasty. Sometimes y'all scare the crap out of me with the DS or the SD. This is not for children, by the way, but yeah, the things I have to look up and research that people tell me about SD, I'm like, that blew my mind yesterday. What I'm trying to say is sometimes we don't even know who the hell we have in front of us for 3 years until we research, and then we freak ourselves out with all the things that we learn. So be careful out there, guys, with the things that you, people that you have that you don't even know who you have before you. I am shuffling, so yeah, of course I'm feeling. What do you want me to do? Just sit here and not talk? People get upset sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes. Oh, you ramble. Well, use your little finger, my love, and just 5 minutes forward. I do shuffle until Spirit tells me to stop. That's just the way it goes, okay? I'd shuffle the other way, but I have my coffee open and I don't want a card to fly inside my coffee. I'd be devastated for my coffee as well as my beautiful cards that I don't want damaged. Okay? Let's see what Spirit wants to give us, okay? Again, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one, because I don't have you in front of me. Let's see what Spirit wants to say to us, okay? All right, let's go. My goodness. 5 of Gabriel. A challenge you can resolve. I don't know why I have the car on. I don't have the AC on today. A challenge you can resolve. Withdraw from the drama of others. What did I just tell you? And I'm sleepy. But y'all know I do better readings when I'm sleepy. A challenge you can resolve. Withdraw from the drama of others. Have patience with yourselves and those around you. So again, oh wow, it's like a puzzle piece, but it's a table. See that on the bottom? It looks like a puzzle piece, but it's a table. But yeah, just don't buy into other people's dramas. So the 5 of Gabriel is obviously not a good card. I would equate it to at least the 5 of Wands. Okay, the 5 of Wands. Not good. Queen of Ariel. Mature, practical, generous, happy. Mature, practical, generous, happy. Mature, practical, generous, happy. Sorry, I keep reading this over and over again because I'm seeing these folks walking here towards me and I'm like, where'd they come from? Mature, practical, generous, happy. Nurture yourself and those you love. The ability to make anything more beautiful, practical, and wise advice. She's a wise, mature, generous, happy, and practical queen. Look at that. Look at that. If that's not you, then that's somebody about to enter your life. What a beautiful queen she is. Actually, yeah, I know the theme card is the Five of Gabrielle, but I don't want to leave it up there. I don't need any strife in my life, do you? Six of Ariel. Material needs get fulfilled. Hallelujah. In magical and unexpected ways. Acts of kindness, giving or receiving with a grateful heart. Remember, I've been talking about being in the gratefulness. Are you being in your gratefulness? It matters. For those out there that are studying metaphysics, for those out there that are trying to grow spiritually, how do I put this? I don't want it to sound rude. So please, please, please do not misconstrue me. When you go to a grocery store and somebody gives you change back or somebody hands you your bags, you say thank you, right? You say thank you. If you're like me, the natural inclination is to say thank you. That's not what I mean. That's generic. When you are grateful, I'm grateful for Dunkin's in the morning. Dunkin', you know, you will get your day done if you drink your Dunkin' Donuts coffee, which is a little too hot and burns my little tongue. You know, I'm going to say something right now, real quick. Dunkin's, McDonald's, etc. Well, McDonald's was sued, I don't know how many times, for extremely hot coffee. What I want to say is restaurants, they don't seem to use their little temperature gauge anymore. I grew up working in restaurants and I ran dining facilities for the military. And I can tell you that we had to watch our temperature. Having coffee this hot is not necessary. So you guys, please be careful because you're going to end up with a lawsuit. Especially if somebody drops that shit on themselves. Like they did at McDonald's. The lady dropped it all over her lap. And she ended up with having to have skin grafts. You can look that up. McDonald's has been sued for coffee being extremely hot. There's no reason. Yes, you don't want cold coffee, but there's no reason to have extreme coffee that's extremely hot. It's counterproductive. So back to our reading. So someone wonderful, if not yourself already, is in your life or coming to your life that's going to be giving you practical advice and being mature and generous and happy. And so far we have, Ariel telling us that your needs are going to be met. Okay? Ace of Michael, a wonderful new idea that, a wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication problems with others. Do you see that? Do you see what I mean? You're getting what you need. You're getting what you need. Don't feel, for those out there that sometimes are downtrodden on themselves and feel like you're not getting anywhere in life or that your situation isn't getting any better. Yes, it is, my dears. Yes, it is. You just don't see it yet. But when you're in the gratefulness, remember what I'm telling you in the metaphysics. When you're in the gratefulness, more comes. Like up here, I normally have a couple of dollars, which I haven't had lately. But normally when somebody gives me dollars in tips, I put it up there. Instead of using it for myself, I put it up there. And so when I have funds up there and I see people in need, I give them $1 or $2. Why? Because it recirculates my finances. So I'm doing it for 2 reasons. They don't need to know that. They don't need to know why I'm giving it to them. So for one, I give it because out of kindness, because they obviously are in more need than I am, even though sometimes I find myself, in dire straits as well, but I don't take it to heart. I don't dwell in that energy, is what I'm trying to tell you. If you're in need right now, do not dwell in that energy. If you have $1, give away 10 cents and keep 90 cents for you. Yes, I promise you it works. It works just that way. Every time in the past, throughout my life, any time that I have found myself in dire straits, okay? Currently, what we don't want to say is we're broke. We never want to say we're broke or we don't have. No. Financially challenged. Why? Because the universe doesn't look at that term as you're telling yourself you're broke, you're broke, you're broke, you're broke, you're broke. I don't have nothing. I don't have nothing. Do you understand what I'm saying? The universe is like a recorder. It echoes back to you what you tell yourself. That's why I always tell you, be careful how you speak to yourself. Because if I, Victoria, would go around saying I'm broke, I'm broke, I'm broke, universe, I'm just using an example, then that's what I'm going to be. Okay? You remember Jim Carrey saying that he carried that check around with him? It was for $1 million, and then it came to pass about 5 years later, I think he said, and the check was all worn out because it was in his wallet. Yeah, that's the way the universe works. It gives you what you say you have. Fake it till you make it. So don't tell yourself the B word, because you're not. Okay? You're financially challenged. Decision, Archangel Jophiel. So obviously you need to make a decision. Release yourself from that which holds you back. A need to detox. Unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. Can it make you feel downtrodden on yourself? Can it make you feel down on yourself? Of course. Who wants to be in need? Nobody. I promise you, nobody. But you can't stay in that. You can't stay in that energy, because then that energy is what anchors itself to you. 2 of Gabriel. Make bold and ambitious choices. Oh my goodness, I need coffee. Great progress is possible. Important relationships with people who share your vision. So, like attracts like. Sometimes, I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds crazy. Sometimes we got to go out and find friends, new people to be interacting with that share our vision or have like-minded visions. I say that because sometimes we surround ourselves with people that don't even have any vision for the future. They have no dreams for the future, and they don't believe in your future. They think you're crazy. They don't believe in what you're doing. It's too risky. Why don't you just go get a normal job? Blah, 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 blah. Can play. All of that can play. And then what happens? What happens to you? You stop dreaming. You stop dreaming about your future. You give up. You give up your dreams because someone else doesn't believe in your dreams. I feel like something, like an eyelash went in my eye. So don't do that to yourself. Don't base your dreams, your hopes, your prayers on how other people feel about what you want to do in life. Even parents can knock you off of your path. Sometimes if you're, let's say, under 30, people can knock you off your path, especially parents. Why? I always say this. Parents, if they didn't get to do a certain thing, or maybe they did get to do a certain thing, maybe they became a doctor, maybe they became a lawyer, and expect you to do the same. Or maybe they never even made it past being married, right? That was their whole thing. And to some, that's great. But some mothers fathers have regrets that they married, had children, responsibilities, and didn't get to become this, that, or the other. You've got to be careful with that, because your dreams will be squashed and theirs take over for you, because they live vicariously through you. I always told my children, I think my children had, in a weird way, had the best of both worlds. Their dad would always tell them they had to be this way, practical, right? Had to go for this, that, or the other. And I always told them to lean into their natural talents, whether they were writers, because 2 of them were writers, very artistic, and the other one wanted to play basketball. Hey, whatever it is that you're good at naturally, honestly, that's your niche. But if you want to be practical, hey, you should be practical and then follow your niche, because you never know which one is going to take you to where you want to be. Okay? All right. Somebody's on a motorcycle that really loves their music. Forgive me. Knight of Gabriel. Confident, enthusiastic, courageous, and charismatic. Okay? Time to take action. Great passion for a cause. Instinctively knowing just what to do. Maybe you're that way. Maybe you're the one that people go to all the time, because you're confident, enthusiastic, courageous, and charismatic. That might be who you are. Solutions. Archangel Zadkiel. Zadkiel. Success that comes from objective compromise. Self-control and patience. Forgiving and healing energy. Forgive me, I do have my window open because it's very, very beautiful this morning. I told you guys, in my opinion, we're going to have an early fall here in New Hampshire. Why do I say that? Because the last 2 mornings have been beautiful. I mean, crisp. If I was a runner still, I would be running in the mornings. It's that beautiful. If somebody else comes up, I'll turn on the car and roll up the window, because they are listening. If nothing else, they're learning about tarot, huh? So the Knight of Gabriel, again. Then we had solution card with Zadkiel. And here we go. It's just a very busy place. You have to understand, I'm at Dunkin' Donuts, and New Hampshire runs on Dunkin'. Okay, so Zadkiel. Again, self-control, patience, forgiving, and healing. Healing for self. Not healing others. Healing for self. Page of Gabriel. Energetic, brave, optimistic, playful. This is your action card. This is the way they want you to behave yourself. Follow your passion. You are really, follow your passion. You are ready for any challenge. Opportunities for excitement and adventure are all around you. Okay? So again, I feel that this reading in particular has been for those that don't believe in yourself. So if you need self-esteem, here you go. I give it to you with love and light, because sometimes you do need a cheerleader. You do need someone to maybe state things to you in a different way that you haven't heard before, or just restate the obvious to you that you know to be true, but you just had to hear it from someone else. I get that way sometimes, that I'm like, I think I need to be doing this for myself. And then I hear something online and I'm like, see, you're on the right track. You're going in the right direction. And there you go. And sometimes we need that. We need that, the assurity that we're going the right way. And I always ask for signs and symbols. Always. Because I don't want to falter. I don't want to go the wrong way. When you go the wrong way, let's put it this way. Yesterday, I love New Hampshire. I absolutely adore New Hampshire. But the GPS is very sketchy here. Very sketchy. So suffice to say, I couldn't even complete my order because all of a sudden I went into the neighborhood to deliver. I delivered, couldn't take the picture, etc., etc., because there was no internet there. It's called a dead zone, okay? So I went into a dead zone and there was no internet. So I couldn't get out of the neighborhood because that was my last run for the day. So y'all know, at the evening hour, I tell you guys, I am punchy as hell. I'm tired. So I couldn't get out of the neighborhood. So I was like, do I drive left or do I drive right? And I don't know if y'all noticed this, but when you're in a dip, like in a valley, for some reason the internet is not very good in the dips and valleys. So I had to drive to higher ground. So when I drove to the higher ground about 15 minutes later, yeah, I was able to get GPS to come back online. But it's a waste of time because it's a waste of gas going the wrong way. Going the wrong way. Not knowing which direction to drive because the GPS is out in the car. And if you're not, you all have to understand, I drive to all these little towns. And as I've shown you in videos, they all look the same pretty much. That's why when you ask me, what do you like about this town or that town? They all look the same, which I love. Because I love anything that looks old. Old. They're quaint little towns. But because they look the same, you don't tend to see lampposts, landmarks. The street signs are not the way they are in other parts of America. So there's hardly any street signs. I mean, you get it. So life can be that way too. Can you imagine going through half your life and not even knowing if you're going in the right direction, then suddenly you get an epiphany and you realize you haven't been? So because of that, I believe that this is why this reading is coming to you this morning. Because they're telling you, ask for landmarks, ask for signposts, ask if you're going in the right direction. For most of you, I think you are. I think you need to continue that way. You just maybe needed your second wind, right? Sometimes we need that second wind. Okay, I can do this. It's a challenge. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. I can get it done. You just needed a cheerleader, somebody to give you a little bit more enthusiasm. It's okay. God is my cheerleader, and sometimes great motivational speakers online are also my cheerleader. So no sweat in your game. But ask for the signposts if you're really absolutely not sure, because you don't want to waste 15 minutes of your life going the wrong way. It's a metaphor. And then you're not going the right way. And you just wasted your gas, you wasted your time, you wasted your energy. You're probably by that time exasperated. I'm sorry, guys. One thing that this change of weather is bringing, a lot of pollen. Lots. And with that, I'm going to do a little segue and then come back to the reading. I made a video, but nobody seemed to watch it. Haven't you seen even in your small town or city, the overpopulation, overgrowth of trees? The trees must have grown, the majority must have grown about 10 to 20 feet at the least. Because when I drove back home to Texas, no, I can't even call it home anymore, back to Texas, and then I drove back to New Hampshire again. My God, the trees, they're bunched up. That's why you see in the pictures that there's nothing but green, 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 because they're bunched up. There's been an overpopulation, overgrowth for some reason, and I don't think the rain has been the only reason, because if that's the truth, then why the trees have never overgrown like that before, right? So it just amazes me. I'm just one of those that observes a lot of different things that maybe everyday humans don't. Anyway, back to the reading. So, yeah, you need to act like you've already made it. You've got to own that. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't bring people into your life that are boo-hooers. Not unless you're like me. When I went into the military, I was 30 years old. No, I wasn't a washout because I was very athletic all my life. But at the same time, I could have washed out because people were telling me that before I even got to boot camp. Yeah, family members were telling me I wasn't going to make it. So do you understand? Unless you use people like that to prove yourself and prove to yourself and prove it to them in your face, I made it. Now what? Now what? And I did. I used it as fuel because I'm a Libra. Anytime you tell me I can't do something and it's something I really want, you are giving me the wrong type of energy, because I'm going to use your nasty, ugly energy and I'm going to turn it around for fuel for me. So if you're going to use people like that for fuel, then keep them around. But if you're the kind of person that's very sensitive, which I used to be when I was a lot younger, in my teens, all the way to my early 20s, I was very, very sensitive. And you couldn't tell me things because it would make me cry out of anger, out of resentment for you being so ugly to me. But I'm not like that anymore. I'm like, oh yeah, bitch, okay. We're going to see. We're going to see. Let's see. So, remember, it's your dream. It's your dream. Do you want to open a chocolate factory? Do you want to open a balloon factory? Do you want to be a fire eater? I don't know. Whatever. I'm just throwing stupid things out there. Probably y'all don't want to run away to a circus. But what I'm saying is, it's irrelevant what I think about it. It's irrelevant what others think about it. If Elon Musk, for example, ever cared about what others thought about him wanting to build a rocket ship and send it into space, do you think he'd ever have done it? Do you think he'd ever have built an electric car if he thought people were going to think it was stupid? Which probably people did think it was stupid. Or a driverless car. It's only stupid until it works. I'm going to say that again. It's only stupid to people until it works. It's only stupid to people until you prove them wrong. It's only stupid to people until you start raking in that ching ching. And then they want you to break some off for them, huh? You didn't put in on this, bitch. You didn't believe in me. Again, use that fuel for fire if you must. But if you can get rid of those happy little butts that don't seem to have anything positive to give to you, except boo-hooing you, I would get rid of them. Because honestly, they're dead weight. They're dead weight. I try to give you guys a combination of common sense from the tarot, what the tarot tells us, and a combination of what I know has been a setback for me. So it's tried and true energy that has propelled me forward in life through the years, because I used to listen to people that I should have never listened to. One of my brothers was one of the persons I should not have listened to. I went into the military as an army cook, a 92 Golf. I don't regret doing that in a way, because I love restaurants. I love to cook. But at the same time, I scored very high on mechanics. So I could have gone in as an army mechanic, and I would have learned to work on cars, and I could have maybe opened my own mechanic shop for all he knew. But he didn't want me to be a grease monkey. So again, your natural inclination, your natural talents that you're born with, that's what you should go forward with. That's what you should use. Because whether you're a singer, your voice is your instrument, whether you play a guitar, piano, drums, whether you're a mechanic, whether you're a painter, artist, or houses, buildings, whether you're a construction worker, that you know how to construct things, you know how to build things, you get it. Whatever it is that makes you happy and that feels effortless and doesn't feel like work, like this for me, because I can even do it when I'm sleepy right now, and I can still make sense and still do it right. That is your natural talent. And it's funny because before I left Texas, my best friend was trying to get me to start Botanica again at a flea market, because that's how I started out in 2003 and 2004. And I did that all the way to 2012. I had botanicas, I had metaphysical shops. And so she was trying to get me to do that. And inside of me, I kept telling myself, but that's not what I feel in my heart that God wants me to do. So I didn't do it. And I'm sure she got pissed. But what she was trying to get me to do was go back to what I naturally am very good at, which is the metaphysics. And in that, I thank her. But at the same time, we have to follow our own inclination. We need to follow what we know is calling on us, pulling on us to do. And I'm not asking you to go and grab all your money from your bank account and start your business. You start your business when you know you can. You start in your direction of your dream when you know you're supposed to. Don't get yourself in hot water for that. But at the same time, if you do what you love, what comes natural to you, it's going to go easier. It's going to be a easier trip moving forward than if you rely on bad GPS, which is not your internal system, and then you end up going the wrong way. So sure, we can all work at Burger King. We can all work in an office. Somebody's giving me the moon. It's a nice moon, but it's a very young moon. I better stop watching. So, you understand what I'm saying? Sorry, I got distracted like a cat, because it's not my fault he bent over and it looked really good. But you have to understand that whatever comes natural to you is not going to go against the grain. It's going to come very natural, and it's going to work very well. Libras are natural flirts. Sorry. And I'm not married. I'm not hooked onto anybody. I got no ball and chain. And my eyes are not blind. Thank you, Jesus. So, nonetheless, that's what I will leave you with advice-wise, because I'm rambling now at this point because I need my coffee. But I would go with what I naturally am good at. I'm good at naturally doing case management, because I love people. And case management is all about the client. You know, what they're going through, goal setting, what they're experiencing, and how we can help them to move forward in the direction that they should be going towards, so they can have a better life for themselves, right? So that's what I'm talking about, is doing what comes natural, but doing what you're good at, and doing what's going to help others. Well, shoot, that's a surefire win all the way around. All the way around. How are they doing it nowadays? In board meetings and things, they don't clap anymore. They just do this with both hands. Yeah, let's do that. We're snapping because we're on target. We're on par. So again, have a wonderful day. Be good to yourself. I'm your little cheerleader. I don't have pom-poms. Maybe I'll get some or make some. How about that? That would be great. Maybe Hobby Lobby sells pom-poms. I don't know. But what I'm saying is, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. That's all you need. God is your wings, the wind in your wings, so you can soar. But you have to believe in yourself. Let's build up your self-esteem so you can go forward and do great things, my dears. Love you, Victoria Violet. Have a great day.